Okay, welcome everyone to the Tesla D event. There's been a lot of speculation as to what the D stands for.
Here we are back again with Elon Musk on Battery Day. Yeah, part 3, guys. And we're trading on Battery Day. In a few hours, Elon, he's getting ready now. Are you? Are you okay? Better? You need something? You want to eat something? Come on. He's not talking much. Suppose he's nervous. Everything he has to show us today. Many things are going on. Obviously, we know about all the things that they are going to present today. And so far, that's not being reflected on the stock market, and reasons are because of Elon's tweet. Elon, you had to tweet, and basically, what, in my opinion, what I think is happening is that since he said all the things that are going to be explained today in Battery Day are going to take until 2022 to be on the street. So that's a very long term, and it won't affect today's market, and that's why we're having this drop. Actually, it started yesterday kind of to drop after hours, and it just, yeah, didn't help much. So, I mean, anything can flip in any moment. You know, Tesla from one moment to the other, it just goes crazy. And so far, if you check my previous video, you will see that we were in a downtrend, and all of a sudden we just tested a little bit the 200 moving average, and it seems to be bouncing back from it. But so far, as you can see, the signal in the MACD is almost about to cross again, which will mean that it will change direction, trend on the up direction, and that's something we would like to see. At the moment, I'm playing both sides. I'm buying from one side when it goes below my targets, which at the moment I set the target at 416, so I set a line. So when I see that the stock is about to touch this area, is getting close to this area, so I start paying attention. And I'm doing the same thing on the top side. I was going to start selling some of my position at 435. So far, we're pretty far away. We can check that out. We click on line here, and then we do trend line. From now until the 435, we have to go up 2%. So we're at 550. So it would need to be minus 350 by the moment I start selling. And if I see that there's more momentum to the up direction, I'm obviously not going to sell. I'm going to keep on holding them. Always try to extend as long as possible before selling a stock. So let's see. Okay, someone was knocking at the door. Let's analyze a bit closer what's happening. Here we could see the change in direction, in trend, when the 5 EMA, which is the moving average exponential, and you can see that you can modify that. If you didn't know how to do it, click on it, and normally by default is the simple, but you don't want the simple. The exponential gives you a more accurate representation towards the now moment, let's say. So you just check exponential, you change the period you want and the color. So the way I like it is this way. So the greenish, a bit flashy cyan kind of color is the closest to now. then the yellow, then the red, which is the 50, and the 200. So eventually, all these three colors should go on top of the black, and that would be we're in an uptrend, and that's when you hold your positions for as long as possible before you sell them. So that way you sell them at the highest price. And the opposite happens to buy. So when they're all pointing down, so the green will be at the bottom, then the yellow below the red and the black, that's when it's in a downtrend. So, for example, we would not buy now. I mean, actually, sorry, that's in my opinion, but actually the best moment to buy is when all of them go above the 200 moving average, because you are buying when the stock is going up. But if you want to have a higher profit in that situation, that's when you buy at the bottom, when you see that they're going to start to turn around and flip. But that's something that will depend a lot on the stock. If it's a not very good stock, you might not want to do that at all. But we know Tesla, we know how often it turns around, and that periodicity that range of time, you can check it based on the crossings in the MACD. As you can see, the MACD was turning or changing every, look here at 11:05. The previous one was at 10:40, let's say, so that's 25 minutes. Then from 11:05 to 11:26, that's 20 minutes. Then it's going to 35, that's like 15 minutes from here. I know, not even 10 minutes. 10 minutes it changed. Then it got longer, a little bit longer. Okay, so another 10, 15 minutes. Here it got very close. That shows you every change as it squeezes. The time gets more reduced. That means there's more momentum. So more action, more volume, more activity. And that's why now it's starting to rally and it's going above the 200 moving average. That's a really good sign. So it's a good moment. So yeah, it's a good moment to ask you to like and subscribe because yeah, that will help the channel. I think, as you can see down there, Elon, can you see how many subscribers we have in our channel? It's 4 subscribers and 120 views. So yeah, that's it. You guessed it. We're growing, not too fast, almost as fast as Tesla is growing today. So that's it. But now it's getting better. I'm getting a smile in my face. So far, we're still far away, actually, from our target to start selling something. And the idea would be, let's see if I can do a shape here. How to sell and how to buy. That's very important. I only have rectangle. I would have liked a triangle, but we'll do this. Actually, I could do a triangle with lines like I just did here, but okay, let's try with this. So when we start, oh, now it's drawing, undo. I'll do the lines. Oops, sorry. When we, I know, and that line won't work. I'll do the trend lines and you will see why. So when we start selling, okay, normally my target was, oh, it doesn't allow me to make it bigger. How are we gonna do this? We're gonna do a triangle like this. Pam, and from here to here, and from here to here, okay? So when you start selling, you wanna start selling fewer shares at the lowest price and more shares as you go up on price. Okay, that would be the ideal situation. And for buying is the opposite. So you would want to buy fewer shares at a higher price and more shares at a lower price. So it would be something like that. Imagine from here to there. There you go. So obviously you want to buy more, cheaper, and less at the higher price. But you don't know what the stock is going to do. So you can start buying one by one. In the Tesla case, that's what I'm doing. So I buy one, and then if I see it continues to drop, I buy another one. And if I see it continues to drop more, I buy another one. And then you check out the MACD, how is it changing? You also check the EMA, the 13, the 5 EMA. And based on those, as they cross and they signal you that there's going to be a change, you either buy more, because it's going to be the last opportunity to buy, or you just don't buy. So, or you miss it. The thing is, with Tesla, it's very tricky. And why is that? It's like the moment you see it's gonna, you can buy at a cheaper price, all of a sudden it rallies all the way up. Look at this. You think, oh, now I'm gonna buy. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna buy. And then all of a sudden it just went up like a rocket to Mars. And that happened to me today so many times. Look, in all of them, went up. Wow, it's like a fireworks. Another one there. So yeah, it's difficult. It's very tricky. So at the end today, I said, I'll just buy 5. Boom. It worked out for me today, but normally it doesn't work out. Then I buy 5, and then it drops 2% more, which I could have recovered, because 2% is 2%. Come on. My usual target with all the shares, all the stocks I buy, normally it's 5%. With 5%, I get a good profit. It's not too ambitious. Sometimes I even do 4%. And what I try to do is, sell them automatically. I put a 5% profit, sell, and with that I cover the taxes, and it's all done. It doesn't work all the time. If you want, I'll show you I'll show you the portfolio. It's pretty red. So everything, most of the things are in red. We're at a big loss at the moment, but you see, wow. And I've had this for so long, and it's like, I just hold on to them. I'd rather not sell at a loss than sell them at a loss. And oh well, if you can afford that, if you don't need the money, just do that. And eventually when they come up, normally in the hype moment of the day at 12, or sometimes even at the beginning in the 15 first minutes when the stock market opens, I check, this is the daily percentage stock. I check that, and you will see, sometimes you see some that went up 10%, 15%. That's when I sell some of the positions that I have with the biggest loss. So I just sell like 20% of the shares, a little bit at a loss, but that's in the highest peak it had. Because I know when a stock goes 10% up, 20% up, it will drop like a rock in a few minutes. It happens very quickly. So I set some alarms at 9:45 at midday to check for this kind of situations, these hypes in everyday market, because that happens almost every day. So Shopify, in the previous video, we set a stop loss to Shopify. We're going to check that out. So we put it here, Shopify. And at the moment, it's at 938. So 938.49. And we're going to modify the stop loss. And we're going to change it to 929. So I move it up. I never move a stop loss down. I just let it sell itself if it goes below that limit price, the stop price, okay? But at the moment, I want it to go up. And if it goes down, I want it to sell. So that's it. And normally, as I just said, I would set a target price. So Shopify, I bought it today. Shopify, and you can see it at 911. So 911 multiplied by 5%, it would be, I would need to sell it at 956.55. I could just do a limit order, a sell order to sell it at the price, but if I believe it's gonna go higher than that, what I do is this: I do the stop loss and I let it climb, 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 climb. Obviously, if now it would drop 1%, because what I just did to set this stop loss, I got this number, which is the market price at the moment, minus 1%. You can do whatever percentage. Before I had minus 2%, because when I set the initial stop loss, I did it when Shopify or the stock was at the highest peak of the MACD. Normally you want to do it when it's at the bottom of the MACD, when it says buy and not sell. Because if you do it on the sell position, then it's going to drop and then it's going to sell off, and you don't want that. Actually, the best practice would be to check now for Shopify. So I have it here. I'm going to reload it. You see it's going down now. I don't want to set this, the stop loss when it's going down. And there are other indicators also that you can use, which they show you what's the range it's in which it's trading at the moment, so that you don't put a too small stop loss so it doesn't sell for nothing. And with that, it's called the ATR. Let's see if I find it, if they have it here, indicators, ATR bands. Okay, if you would do that, I just don't like it. What I do, basically, when it's in a downtrend, I can see it's down. Actually, it's moving sideways from what we see here, but in the MACD, it's the moment it's going down. So normally, I would wait until this crosses the signal, and at that point, I would set, and which is happening right now. So now I will go and get this number, 939, sorry, divided by 101, that's 1%, and the stop loss would be the 929, which I already have. So that's it, perfect. So we save this, no modification. Okay, I already saved that. Let's go back to Tesla. Let's check out what's going on with Tesla. Oh, look at this, head and shoulders almost, and then look at that. So probably now it's going to start dropping. We have a little shoulder, head, and another shoulder. These are mini head and shoulders. It's going back up. Okay, good, good. So now we're starting to play around the 200 moving average. This is the Tesla dance around the 200 moving average, and we're getting closer to our target. Let's see how close. We said 355, so we're at exactly the same spot as before. It's like nothing happened. Yeah, almost 160%. We're 160% from our target, which that might take a few hours, I would say, at this pace. So by now, I think I'm going to leave it here. And I'll get back to you in another video. So remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a retail investor. and everything I say here, it's in my opinion. So don't do anything I say. Obviously, I'm not an expert. I'm just trying to learn as I go with the flow. And I recommend you actually to open your own YouTube channel, because it gives you ideas. It makes you follow what you say, because you are telling other people to do this or that, or you tell them why you do it. Because I'm not really telling you what to do. I mean, you do whatever you want. But yeah, and I don't even know what I'm doing. Seriously, it's like I'm learning as I go. So I think the YouTube channel is helping me to be more sincere with myself, let's say. Yeah, and also it helps you to set the strategies, because normally what I do is just buy, sell without really thinking. But I'm gonna tell you what I do right now, okay? But I'll tell you that in the next video, because this is gonna get too long. So check out my next video. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in a few minutes, okay? Bye, thanks for watching. But don't forget to like and subscribe, please. So please do that and then watch the other video. So far we have 4 subscribers. We need you in here. Come on.